What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm predicting game week 2 in the 2023-24 season. So first game, it's Friday night, Nottingham Forest against Sheffield United. These two sides actually met in the playoffs when Nottingham Forest went up 2 years ago. Sheffield United actually won at the City ground but lost on penalties. I think Forest do have the strongest squad though, and at home I'm going with a 2-1 Nottingham Forest win. I think between Brennan Johnson, Awoniyi, Elanga and Gibbs White, they'll be able to get at least 2 goals. Sheffield United will be tough to break down as they were against Crystal Palace, but I just don't think they've got the quality. I mean, they've signed Hamer. He's a great signing, but you don't know if he'll play, and I just don't think they've got the quality to go to the City ground and win. Fulham against Brentford, West London derby. I'm going with a 2-1 Fulham win. Both sides didn't exactly play great in their opening game. Brentford definitely had the harder opponent. Fulham only got 3 points thanks to their goalkeeper Bernd Leno and a very poor officiating decision. Brentford only got away with the draw because they put all 11 men behind the ball in the second half. Both sides are weaker than last year because Brentford obviously are missing Tony and Raya. Raya's gone, Tony's suspended for 6 months. Fulham are likely to lose Mitrovic and also potentially Adebayo. Their wingers have sort of been replaced. Hudson-Odoi's supposedly coming in, just signed a couple more. Yeah, I just think Fulham being at home, they'll be able to get the dub. Liverpool against Bournemouth. Now, when these two sides met at Anfield last year, Liverpool won 9-0, and that subsequently led to Scott Parker being sacked, Gary O'Neill being brought in. He's since been sacked for some reason, and Iraola has come in. Bournemouth looked good last week, and I definitely don't think it'll be a whitewash, especially because Liverpool looked so bad. They're still not signed a holding midfielder. The Japanese one from the Bundesliga, I think his name's Endo. He's very close. I don't know if he'll play a part in the match. Even if he does, again, he's 30. No one really knows anything about him. You see the answer? Probably not. I do still think Liverpool walk away with the win. I'm going 3-1. I think their attack is just too good. And although Bournemouth have improved significantly from last season, I still think they also need a holding midfielder. But I do back him to score, especially with Liverpool not having a proper holding midfielder and a very poor defence. Wolverhampton Wanderers against Brighton. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one because Wolves played really well against Manchester United and were robbed of at least a point because they were really good. They should have won that match. Brighton looked very good against Luton, as you'd expect them to. They're a much stronger side against one of the worst teams in the league. We all know how much I hate Wolves. We know that I quite like Brighton. That might be one of the reasons I'm predicting this, but I'm going 4-0 Brighton. I think part of the reason why Wolves look so good is because they were playing against a very bad Manchester United team. Brighton aren't going to look that bad against them. They'll play really well. Hopefully they will just put them to the sword. Evan Ferguson, go get me a hat-trick please. I might captain your FPL team. Tottenham against Manchester United. Now we touched on both these teams briefly. Tottenham got a draw at the G-Tech Community Stadium in a game where they played fairly well but just weren't able to really break down the Brentford defence in the second half because they parked the bus. And Manchester United, like I said, got a very lucky win over Wolverhampton Wanderers. If Manchester United played like that, and I think they probably will because Højlund is not going to be fit, Amrabat is not over the line, he might be going to Liverpool. The whole Manchester United team was awful. The Tottenham team looked a lot better. Tottenham still haven't really replaced Harry Kane because I don't think Richarlison is great, but I do think Tottenham will win this comfortably. I'm going 3-0 Tottenham. James Maddison masterclass. Manchester United just looks so bad. I just don't think they're going to be any better. Tottenham were good, they just weren't able to really take a lot of their chances with Richarlison, but I think Manchester United will probably play a bit higher up the pitch, and that will leave some spaces potentially for Richarlison or Son. They both need to be a lot better. An 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday? What is this? I don't know, but that's the time when Manchester City hosts Newcastle United. We all know what I'm going to say here, don't we? Newcastle are going to win this 3-1. Alexander Isak is going to run riot. Honestly, I genuinely believe Newcastle are going to win this. Manchester City have lost Kevin De Bruyne to injury, or slightly he'll be out for up to 4 months. You know, obviously it's really sad news. Haaland is also a lot better when De Bruyne is in the team. And also Manchester City just played in the Super Cup, so they're going to have a lot less rest, they're going to be more tired. Whereas obviously Newcastle had a week's rest, so they'll be fully fit. And they were just so good against Aston Villa. I think they'll do it, man. I really believe in this Newcastle side. If they do win here, I think it's almost disrespectful to not consider them favourites for top 4. Like I said, they were everyone in that Newcastle team last week was fantastic. The starting attack, Isak, Gordon, Tonali, Bruno, they were all great. Harvey Barnes and Callum Wilson off the bench were really good as well. Murphy was good. Everyone was fantastic, man. It was beautiful to watch. And Manchester City, like I said, missing De Bruyne. Still having a link with Doku and Paquetá, but none of them are over the line yet. I don't think either of them will get over the line before that game. You know, Palmer's future's uncertain. There's rumours he might be allowed to leave. So, you know, it's all a bit in the air for Manchester City, and I just think Newcastle, the way they played against him last season as well, they were very unlucky not to win at least one of the 2 games. I thought they were better in both games. I think this year they're playing with a bit more confidence. The squad's better with the additions of Tonali, Harvey Barnes as well. It's going to be a Newcastle win. Aston Villa against Everton. Both of these sides started with a loss last week. At Villa Park, I can't see anything other than an Aston Villa win. Everton still need to sign a striker. This new Portuguese young lad, he's unproven. We don't know if he'll be able to do the business. We don't know if he'll be able to handle the pressure. Neil Maupay might be the worst footballer in the Premier League. He's awful. And Calvert-Lewin, again, are we ever going to see him again? Who knows? Unai Emery's not going to stand for the performance that Villa put in against Newcastle. You know, he will have given them a real bollocking after that. And I think that will definitely translate into a much better performance. Diaby looked really good last week. I think we'll see him score again. And I think Watkins will also go on the score sheet. West Ham United against Chelsea, a London derby. The second of 3 London derbies over the coming game week. Chelsea have just signed Caicedo. I don't think Lavi's over the line yet. But they've missed out on Elise because he signed a new contract with Crystal Palace, who we'll get onto next. But wow, what a statement that is from Elise. You know, he just told Chelsea that. Like, I thought it was done. Everyone thought it was done. They triggered his release clause. Apparently, he agreed terms, and he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm staying in South. I do think that they definitely needed him more than they needed Lavia. I don't even know why they've signed him. I feel like they just did it so Liverpool couldn't sign him. Yeah, Lewis Hall potentially leaving Chelsea to join Newcastle. I don't know what Chelsea are doing. I'm going to make another video on them, but yeah, you know, it's really, really weird. West Ham have got Alvarez, they've got Ward-Prowse, they're lining up a move for another centre-back after Harry Maguire's move broke down. I think that's good news. Anyone else is better than him. I'm going with a draw. I just think at the London Stadium, both games last season between these 2 sides had massive controversy. Will we see that again? Who knows? I mean, with how bad the referees were in the first game, we probably will. But I'm going 1-1. Monday Night Football, Crystal Palace hosting Arsenal. Technically, it is a South London derby because Arsenal were formed in Woolwich. It's another London derby. It's a game between a side that I think will be towards the bottom end of the table against a team who will be right among the top. Like I said, Elise is a big statement for Palace. You know, the fact they've got him to sign a big new contract. And it probably means that they're going to make him the main man when he returns from his injury. And it's also good news for us QPR fans, because this potentially means that it's more feasible for Ebere Eze to leave. We all know we've got that 20% sell-on clause. We need that cash. I thought both teams did well in their respective opening fixtures. However, I can't see anything other than an Arsenal win. 3-1 Arsenal. This was the opening game of last season, and Arsenal were just in cruise control. They've only got better since then. Palace have arguably just got worse. I just can't see Palace getting anything from this. It is a game under the lights at Selhurst Park. You know, they do have a decent atmosphere. But I still don't think it'll be enough. Yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for another video.